Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 The Great War with me, Alpha Omega, and the sublime Ottoman Empire. So in the previous episode we have launched our final attack on the remains of Montenegro. Our units are pushing hard to eliminate the units that are stuck there. We're taking a lot of casualties during that fight, but it has to be done. Unfortunately, it's just mountainous region all over, so there really isn't any better way to do it. Meanwhile, our main attack force, led by none other than Mustafa Kemal Pasha, are attacking near Haskovo with the goal of pushing the enemy out of this territory, which will soon happen. I'm happy to say. If it doesn't, we'll just refresh the units and have them fight. And we have been suffering a general offensive along the lines, but we're doing kind of good. Nothing really is going bad in that regard. So generally, we're doing good. We're also pushing into the hills near Kragujevac and Belgrade, slowly pushing the Serbians back. We've already taken a little bit of their land. We've taken a little bit of this territory. So generally speaking, we are doing sort of good. It's a slow progress with massive casualties, but at this point we cannot do anything else. Meanwhile, we have been importing infantry equipment and dealing with this uprising. So I'm hoping that it's gonna go our way, and we have just finished the lessons in the Picardy maneuvers, which is good. I'm gonna go ahead and jump to uniform change next, and then we're gonna take our first doctrine. Our military still wears outdated blue uniforms from the last century. To adapt our army for the necessities of the modern warfare, Rakani Harbi suggested we should get rid of these bright blue uniforms in favor of khaki uniforms that will provide better camouflage for our soldiers on the battlefield. So let's get that. It's not gonna do much other than help us. But here we have our first possible choice. We're gonna take lead by task. I already mentioned that before. While the max planning factor is pretty good, we are mostly pressed for time in all of our situations. So let's go lead by task. Strategic level of warfare is inseparable from the tactical level. Our Supreme Command has come up with many brilliant plans, but not always their plans are consistent with the reality of the battlefield. Our junior officers, on the other hand, have more information to understand how to achieve the task with minimal casualties, and we should encourage that. Mutual exclusive with lead by order. Alright, so that's one. And the one that we're really after is trench warfare, which is roughly 156 points away, but that's going to be a game changer for us. We have to get that one as soon as possible. Alright, so this fight is going really well. This fight is not going so well, but still going. And these fights are going really well as well. We just need to push. Alright, we just need to push like that. That's exactly what we need. Defend the tactic damage, defend the tactic. Alright, that's way in our favor. Come on. Push them out. Oh, by the way, welcome to 1913. I didn't even notice that. Alright, so our units have moved here. And thus we are capable of working on this. Oh my god, we have lost so much here. That's insane. I'd have to move you guys back there once the situation allows it, because this is really crazy. Exhausting our army so much. Though, frankly, they didn't have all of the equipment in the beginning, so it's not like, we're losing from 100 to a 0. But still, it's crazy. It's crazy how many casualties we suffered there. Alright, it also looks like this could go in our favor, but I think... I'm not entirely sure if it's even worth it, but we have been at it for so long that we might just as well continue. Alright, come on, you need to break so that we can just strike on that one unit. And then we'll do our best to capitalize on that. We could just get rid of this one single unit. That would make the entire combat here so much better. For 9 days, huh? Well. Alright, you guys are gonna move around along here. I'm thinking I might actually take his mountains. I'm thinking of taking 2 of these units. What about you? Alright, let's take these 2 and actually temporarily assign them to the second army. Now we'll just get there and we'll give our army a rest and they will lead the attack for a bit. And we can do more. Alright, it's been going for a while here. Our units keep fighting that. Alright, this is amazing. Now we have pushed them away and this should be relatively fast. The question is, where did you move to? I hope that you guys moved over here. So that would be the case. Could actually stop you from reinforcing again. So if they come again, it's gonna be way worse for us. I do not have a on here. So that one unit that is resting now needs to get this done. 21. We should also support this, because that would be beneficial for us. Alright, let's do another check. So this is still going, this unit is so close to being eliminated. Alright, you guys that are moving really need to hurry. So we don't have that much time before our units start dropping. Okay, you're gonna reinforce here, so you're gonna reinforce there. 184, 19.7. No, they reinforced. So that unit retreated somewhere like here. Oh man, we were so close. Alright, so this is the moment where I'm gonna stop you guys. Stop you guys. And have you and you attack. Because we need to keep it going, but you need to rest, recover, and get a little bit of the planning bonus that you have now. Oh no, they had a planning bonus, alright. It's just I didn't remember it. Alright, if we can eliminate at least one of these, then the rest is gonna be fine. So where are you at, guys? Here. So recover. So that we can send additional reinforcements. The fact that this area is completely undefended is actually pretty cool when you think about it. we can maybe capitalize on that. Okay, so now both of their units are exhausted. Oh well, yes, our units will not be able to hold on in that fight for much longer. Will we get the reserves in time? Well, not yet, but... And did we get more of that necessary juicy equipment? Yes, so let's get that. Anything else? Paying our debt. We don't really need that one at this point. We might as well take it while we have the chance, because who knows how long this is gonna take. Alright. Oh my god, they threw in another unit. Damn, they are really determined to hold this area. That pretty much means that we won't be able to do anything here. Because once these guys join, it's over. Alright, we need a different target. I think you guys might actually do a lot up here in the north. That is where we... You might be able to help here. Yeah, because unless you can push them out and they join, it's kind of over. 4.2. Are you still regenerating? Yes, you are. Alright, so where could be a good use of these units? I was really hoping that we could make a breakthrough here. Turns out we can't. So what's next for us? 7.4. And these are mountains. These are... Oh, these are hills. So maybe here, because the Serbs seem to be really pressed here. Alright, there's one division over here in the hills. So let's send you guys... Wait, no, we need to delete their current orders. And just send them here. Take the rail. That one really wasn't working. How's the supply situation there? Not great though. These are mountains, aren't they? Yeah. Alternatively here though. You know what? Let's do that. That makes more sense. I would like to put more pressure on you guys here. So let's go there. Because we have a better supply situation here as well. And we have enough troops to alternate if we have to. These attacks won't be that merciless. .7 728 3.8. Wait, I need to think about this one more time. If we could take Sylvan and then push here. Hills. Well, we have to commit. So let's commit to this area. Let's wait. Let's go here, and from there you're gonna march, because these areas are under fire. Let me just stop this. You guys jump in. Yes. Gives them a little bit of a rest, but our units will now be able to reinforce and resupply as well, at which point we can then do whatever we want in the area. So you guys get in there. They still aren't able to reinforce. It's interesting. If we push the border this way, that would be most beneficial for us. The units got all the equipment they need, so that's good. Large debt payment, French investment, so this is going well. Yes. We just need to find a good spot. Okay, now that in Sylvan they got 2 divisions. Yeah, you joined. Okay, now these units will definitely make them regret attacking. So that's even better. And you can formulate the plan. And here you won't be able to do anything, but I can actually throw the other units in there and continue the combat that way without actually having to stop the attack to not give them any, you know, rest. Well, we shall see. Can actually stay here and might even take Belgrade right from under them. That would be really interesting. I would like that. Can't say I wouldn't. Alright, you guys, to get in there. And you guys also need to get in there because this is an exposed area and they really like fighting us there. So we just go and have a little chat with them. Yeah, look at that. That's almost terrifying when you think about it. But we need to find a good moment for our units fighting here, because in all these areas, yeah, we need to do a counter-attack basically here. Alright, you get 3. And I believe you are, well, you're still regaining power and planning bonuses, so. What about if you attack Schumann? That kind of looks like it could work. You guys actually managed to push one of them out. It's fun. Okay, 2.3. Alright, you're barely regaining any organization anymore. Do you have everything you need? You don't have enough. Enough manpower, but other than that, it's all good. Alright, so what I think we could do here is basically just launch an attack like this and take their capital. Oh, we don't have any... Dang it, I didn't realize that we are so bad when it comes to organization power there. I really need to get rid of you guys over here. So who else? Okay, you don't have any recovery because you're in the fight. You no longer have any recovery because you're in the fight. You don't have any recovery because you're in the fight. You need more units. Jesus Christ, you're basically... about equipment and everything, but let's extend the battle line. I'm just gonna let the units join it naturally. Alright, we're causing them massive casualties here, even if they won't let us attack. Which is good on its own. This unit will be pushed out. They will reinforce, I'm pretty sure, but it's still fun. And you can take Belgrade, because that's gonna take their main supply hub and disable it for a while. So I'm kinda shocked that they're not reacting to us doing this. But hell, what am I to do? You know, am I gonna tell them how they're supposed to fight their wars? No, I'm just gonna go ahead and eliminate them. Look at that. Yeah, waste your power away on my units in fruitless offensives. As we're moving there, I'll send one of you over here just to make sure this doesn't collapse. And they are attacking us over here. No, wait, they're not. No, they are. Alright. I was like, what's up? Okay. And now this last unit. 60.2. Let's see how fast they're bleeding out. Turns out not fast enough. Alright, this one finally seems like we might have a win. But I really need you guys to start joining there. And that's why we need that radio. 242 days. God give us mercy. Okay, in 3 days, more equipment. We're gonna go for the howitzers, because those are in short supply now. So is artillery though, but... And we've used all of that already. Let's see if this goes through. Because if it does, that is absolute mayhem. 48.7. Can also join this. Actually, you know what? We can stop it and to make it more effective. Can have you going there. Wait, who did I send to attack? No, I'm gonna send you to attack, you to support, and I just sent someone. I sent you, that wasn't the plan. Alright, you guys. I don't have any actual power, but let's just throw you in the fight anyway. That caused an immediate reaction. Probably not gonna be able to do anything here. Yeah, they reinforced again. And these guys are having a bad time. Is it going here? Alright, one of those divisions has been eliminated, so at least that's a partial success. And these are hills. Why are you guys going there? Tell me. Okay. No, not you. How am I selecting this so wrong? I want you guys to attack. I want the cavalry to go there. Snap the the entire... Something is wrong with the way the game is acting when I'm using these shortcuts. Sometimes it just goes wrong, and I'm not sure why. Alright, but we really need to fight over here. Let's rejoin you. You rejoin. So we need to keep the pressure on. Alright, what's going on here? Oh, just defending. Alright. I need you guys to actually start your attack. That's the issue. And the moment we do that, they immediately attack us. I think it's safe to say... What about you guys? You can actually support the attack this way. That's interesting. I didn't consider that. Alright, let me do it this way. You attack here and you attack there. So we keep you guys busy. And we push on in the north. Alright, we're bleeding out over here, but that's fine. We've taken their capital, which is also fine. Does it have any... Yeah, it has 2 factories and a civilian factory. Not that it's gonna give us any bonuses at this point. Oh, hey! Another factory incoming. So let's build one more over here. And we'll put it, of course, on infantry equipment, the base of any army. This is looking like it have some merit. Do we have enough for one more unit here? No, we don't. Alright, so this combat has stopped. We can do it this way. Alright, that's what we tried to do. And guys are keeping these guys occupied, which is great. And what if we attacked here? Because that would keep these guys occupied. And that gives us a broad operational field everywhere. We can basically push here, here, and elsewhere as well. And I would bet that we are doing decent enough damage here. 18.5 into... yeah. Alright, so this entire line might move. Or collapse. That's also an option. 41, 43, alright. There's not gonna be anything left out of Chetinia when we're done with it. It's just not gonna happen. Yeah, they're so crazy because we're so close to their capital. I'm literally afraid we're gonna take their territory. Well, it's not looking bad. We're making progress, and the fact that we've taken their capital is just the best of all of this. Serbia, I don't think they're struggling with supplies at this point, but they are definitely not doing good. And that's, you know, all that we need here. So this is failing according to the computer. So what I could do here is I could stop this, and stop this. I can instead attack like so, which will keep them busy, while our main assault squads rest. Yeah, you do have a plan here. Come on. And as they will rest and recover, they will become more deadly and capable of doing this. Just need to make sure that they will not... Alright, so this is happening. Alright, this was the issue that I had with this. Snap. Wait. So you two will move here. You two will delay them. Alright, that makes sense. And you guys are recovering and getting some of that sweet planning bonus to push into here. Alright, not ideal, but again, we're doing our best. How's the casualties looking? So 35, 55. Yeah, we're definitely winning. I'm taking some of their territories, but it's a slow, terrifyingly slow process. I don't think I need more than one unit over here. And they're attacking us again, which is not what we wanted to see. But alas, okay, you can join this fight. Actually, no, you guys can stop. You guys can stop. And we're gonna attack like this. That's way better. Some of our units will be into fights, but this is still going to be very effective. Alright, and this is looking good. Okay, we can even do something like this. Nice. Alright, so now it's looking good because we're gonna make a breach in the north, we're gonna make a breach in here, at which point we can go into these plains and start slowly moving forward. Alright, meticulous, slow, terrifying, but best that we can do at this point. The Greeks are just killing themselves on our units all the time, so not much we can do there, but yeah, we'll get reinforcements soon once these guys drop dead, at which point we can actually do more. Cool, so thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.